Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I am back for Thrifty Thursday and I'm filming this on Saturday, having visited my favourite destination, the Reverse Art Truck. Now I haven't been to the Reverse Art Truck for a good number of weeks now while I was finishing off all my stitchery swap squares, and also then we went on holidays and I knew that I would be going to op shops, but today was the day I needed a bit of retail therapy and I wanted to go and check what they had in stock. So starting with what I'm showing here, which is these gorgeous tiles. I got 4 of them. They actually had a whole lot of all different ones, but these are Moroccan style tiles. They're really nice size, as you can see, and we'll be probably using them on our outdoor table as a place to rest our plates down, but they were a great find. And I have so much fabric and goodies to show you, and I got some really remarkable things, remarkably sized pieces of fabric and really incredible designer pieces. So stay tuned, we will get to those. It's all rolling out of the bag. Let me just... So it's going to be, I think, quite a long one today, but I think you'll enjoy having a look at all the different fabrics. So this is I think it's like a midnight blue coloured with a goldy flower print on it. So I thought it would be just lovely to use little sections of it. It's quite an ornate fabric. And so these are all fabric samples that would have come to sort of industry or production in Melbourne to have a look at, and once they finish with them they give them to the Reverse Art Truck. So some of these aren't pure cottons, some of them are viscose, but I like to keep an eye out for interesting designs, and I really like this. It reminds me of some of the Japanese style white and blue, or the sort of cream and blue designs. So I thought it might be fun to use for that purpose. Then I've got some lovely, again, not cottons, viscose I think these ones are, but lovely designs of trees and things and branches. And again, you get multiple colorways usually because it's got all the different samples. So there's this quite vibrant orange underneath as well. Then these ones, beautiful linen and cotton, says on the label. And yeah, I like this Moroni one. I might be able to use some of that in my burgundy bonheur piece. But yeah, just lovely, quite sizable pieces of beautiful linen. This one's a synthetic, but I quite liked this design over here. I thought it might be fun to stitch down onto a piece of fabric and then stitch into. And even though it's quite flighty, I could always put a little backing on it to get it to be easier to stitch. Then we've got some lovely, again, synthetics, polyesters, but I just couldn't resist the designs and the colourfulness. I particularly like the blues on the blues there. And a lot of beautiful designs. Just love these little flowers. Again, I like I think this one might be a black over here, but then the blue and white and the red. This one I've had some of this type of fabric before. It's interesting. It's got one pattern on this side and then it's woven and has the sort of brick-like pattern on this. But it's quite nice. It's stretchy, so I thought it might be good for making some little cases or something. Haven't quite thought yet, but I got it. This one's a lovely long piece of this large flower design fabric. I think it's a viscose and cotton possibly, or maybe just a viscose. But I thought that would be a nice size again to make a sort of a project envelope, because it's sort of long enough and probably the right width across, and just put some felt or something in the interior of it. And I've got some videos of how I make those sort of project envelopes or project pouches. This one I got, it was interesting because it's got a sort of a cut, well, it's not entirely cut through, but it's see-through areas in the design, sort of like a paisley. Again, it's a synthetic, but it could be fun to use little portions of it. I quite like this gold, could be nice to accent in with things. Just getting the next lot out of the bag. Then I got some woven, these ones come from Turkey, El Modo. And these can be nice. I just recently used some of a similar fabric to cut some leaves out of for our stitch along when we were doing a little bouquet with ribbon flowers. So it's quite versatile and really nice textural because it's all woven fabric. And then there's a nice sort of check under there, and almost like a tartan, I guess. This one might have a little bit of stretch in it. So again, I thought that could be good for cutting leaves out of, or using in our stitch along, because I always like to have my lines to be able to line my stitches up with. Again, got another lot of greens. These ones are really nice textured pieces and do make nice leaves or sort of vegetation or hills. This one, I think I've actually had it before, and I think I used it recently in one of my stitch along. It's got sort of a shot through gold with creamy colours. Sorry, the sun's just coming a little bit onto the space. Just close your eyes. I'm just going to move the camera a smidge across, just so we don't have sun. We do have some some shadows. I'm filming outside. I just sort of thought it's such a nice day. I'll stand outside and do this video. So hopefully you can still see okay. This one's from Italy, Carlo Bassetti, from Gallarate, and just beautiful cotton and linen, I think. Then a large piece of cotton. These ones actually spread across 2 coat hangers. And so large sort of floral design, quite retro looking to me, but some very nice large pieces. So couldn't resist those. I'm sure I'll be able to do some fun stitching. I quite like that these ones are just black and white, and you could then almost colour them in with thread. I'll just put that flat again. Some more synthetics. Again, this one goes across 2 coat hangers, and it is this vibrant rose design. So there's a red version, a blue, not that you often get roses of that blue colour. There's some more of the, oh no, it's a pink, that's different to the red, and then bright vibrant yellow. But again, it's quite a thin synthetic fabric, so you could even sort of scrunch it up for backgrounds and things as well. So don't know how I'll use that, but couldn't resist it. It's good to have fun fabrics to play with, and this next one definitely fits into the fun category. I reckon it's got a bit of Christmas potential application. So it's got, does it have, yep, it's got stretch in it, sort of one direction. But I quite liked that it had all these different glistening fabric samples that I thought could be fun to use. Even last Christmas I did some little stuffed pine cones with little fabric bundles within it, and I thought this could be fantastic for that purpose. And then a few more tartans from Italy. So it's really lovely, quite thick, well no, quite tightly woven, not thick isn't the right term, but very densely woven, beautiful tartans, which I do like. We have Scottish heritage in our family. And then this one's from Italy, and beautiful woven, I've forgotten the word for this type of fabric, like the jackets that Chanel make their jackets from. And then a nice like suede type fabric, and again I thought this would be great for leaves because I don't think it will really sort of fray. So that'd be nice to make sort of teal coloured leaves. And then this again is a suede, but I like that it's sort of like a basket weave. Really interesting pattern texture effect. I'll leave that for a moment. I'll keep bringing the fabrics out. I've got some other goodies in here as well, including some buttons that have tumbled out, so we'll have to collect those up in due course. But I think the next bundle of fabric samples, they're all together, so I just need to get some out. Okay, and then we have some silks, so green and black and maroon. And we've got some blue. Thought this could be nice for sort of sky effect in stitching projects. Some more blue for that same purpose. And again, So just lovely fabrics to play with. And got some browns, because again that's good for sort of landscapes or mountains. And got some just nice basic, nice fine woven fabric there. Then a bit of fun, a little bit of shimmery glitziness. Again, I think that ability to be able to sort of scrunch it down and make textural sort of effects. And then some lovely knitted fabrics, which I thought could be interesting just to use little sections of and incorporate them in. And there's 4 different colorways there. It doesn't seem to be fraying a huge amount at the edges, unless they've actually finished it at the ends. And let me grab the next batch out. Sorry, the sun is trying to pick past me. It's moving across, and now it's sort of hitting behind me. Travis is looking too. He's wondering what I'm up to. Unfortunately, he didn't get to go today, but the lady said, "Oh, where's your dog?" I just thought I'll duck in and duck out quickly, but it ended up being a bit longer because I had such wonderful finds there. So this one's lovely fine blue cotton with sort of metallic style stripes through it. Then some more lovely stripy with metallics. A nice tartan. So these are all Italian fabrics, which I do love. I find it hard to resist these ones. This one with lovely white and black stripes, and another one with a slight sort of crinkle in the fabric, almost a silky like feel, which it might have. There's something in the list that I don't know whether that stands for silk. And then some beautiful cottons. So they're nice. Another lovely cotton, very vibrant, colourful. Again, reminds me of sort of retro tablecloths. Some more of the Chanel style jacketing woven fabric. And a beautiful blue. Okay. And then we have some more lovely fabrics there. This one's got a little bit of stretch in it, but again, just a nice cotton blend. Some almost sort of seersucker type fabric. Some beautiful different stripes, again with the different colorways, smaller samples, so lots to play with there. Oh, sorry, just bumped the camera. I'll just move this over here to stop the light coming through. No, the light's coming from behind me. And another nice stripy one there. As I mentioned, it might be a long one today. Got lots to get through. So just lay these ones down. Don't know what sort of bird that was, just making that bird call. Got some more lovely seersucker, more lovely cottons. I don't think it's a kookaburra. I know some bird just went flying across. Maybe it was a crow. Not sure. Or maybe it was scaring the crow off. So lots and lots of lovely fabric samples. Again, I like to get the lined ones because they're great for using in my in the stitch along that we're doing with the community. Some more lovely cottons, another vibrantly coloured one. Some blue lines. Some more here. Almost like a ticking. These ones have some, oh no, it's not metallic, it's just a sort of an almost goldy seersucker. And some more lovely patterned, textured cottons. Shirt materials, I guess these would have probably been. So that's all of the coat hanger ones. So I might just move those out of the way so that we don't run out of room. those over here. Then what else is in the bottom of the bag? Let me grab those out. And some of the buttons that have come loose. Sorry, just grabbing the buttons out of the bag. And let me grab this over as well while I see it. So I'll be back with you in the merest of moments. Okay, and I got this, which originally was $17.95, and it is a 3D cupcake. So with this template, you can create three-dimensional adorable cupcakes. Each cupcake has 3 parts: a holder, a cupcake shape, and a topper. You can make cupcakes with multiple paper patterns. They make great gift boxes for jewelry, chocolate, or any other treasure. Now, what I was wondering is, will I be able to make a fabric cupcake? For example, using felt. But otherwise, I can, use it for paper craft. But yeah, that was just there. It looks like no one's ever used that template, and paid $17.95 originally for that. So that's quite amazing. Put that over there. Then I got a little bucket with buttons and other things in it, just from their table where you can collect various buttons. I think I've got one of these clips previously, but I'll just show you the various little buttons. I thought this one was very cute, a little nautical theme on that one. Some little wooden beads and some lovely little metallic buttons. Sorry if I went off camera there. And some lace with a ribbon that runs through it. So they just had some sections of that. And then they also had this ribbon, but I think it would have probably it looks like it was originally maybe used or produced to be used on maybe bras or something, because it's got those little metal hooky bits. But I thought even just these little sections would be nice to sort of stamp on, or otherwise just use in little mini applications of slow stitch. And also got this one, which again probably would have originally been used for some sort of a lingerie production, but it's got some stretch in it, but it's got a nice little sort of monogram design on it, so that's fun. Oops, and this one didn't make it into the other fabric samples, but a nice glitzy sample. Then they had a box with all sorts of knitted samples in it. So I got some that just had some interesting textures, because again, I'm hoping I'll be able to just sort of cut sections of it and incorporate that into my little slow stitch pieces. It's almost a shame to chop it up, because it's quite a nice little bit of knitting. Then I found an amazing box with all sorts of furnishing fabrics in it, which I got very excited about. I was actually about to leave and then I just noticed it. And I haven't got as many of these furnishing fabrics that aren't those sort of sample-y pieces. So this one's a Monkwell 1993. Looks like it's sort of based on an original, almost like a mosaic design or something. So there's that piece, and then there were some smaller off-cut pieces. So again, probably from some sort of furnishing project that someone has done. There was this bag, which I assume would have originally probably been a bag that people kept plastic bags in to sort of reuse. But I thought I could sew the end closed and use it just for my use it for project pieces when I've got a piece that I've rolled up. But I quite liked the little bird designs on that, so I got that. This was another one of the knitted samples. So again, hoping I can cut out little sections of them and incorporate them into my slow stitch. And likewise, this knitted sample, I really liked the colours and the sort of checkered wavy design. And then some more lovely furnishing fabrics. Some of these remind me quite a bit of Sanderson fabrics, and they could well be. I'm going to have a look as we go through and see if I can see any labels on them. So another lovely one. Beautiful weight as well. It's sort of got quite a weight to it. Just try and not leave it all. Now it's all sort of unraveled around, but that's okay. But beautiful design, will be lovely to stitch in and paint with thread. So I'll try and block the light out so you're not getting the light shining across. Might need to stand at nope. If I stand over there, I'll have to just sort of hover over the whole scene. Some large pieces of, this is more of a like a synthetic. It's got a sort of a matte back and a beautiful shiny, but again thought it'd been beautiful for sky, and there's so much of it. Leanne, I thought of you this in when I picked this one up. It is like an organza in these purple, but then sort of rotating from darker purple to lighter purples. And I'm sure I remember you saying in one of your videos that you'd had a dream about finding a whole lot of, maybe it was tulle, or no, I think it was organza. I'm not sure if this is, I think it probably is an organza. And I've got lots of it, so if you're still dreaming of finding that, Leanne, let me know, and I'll send some your way. But yeah, it's got this beautiful, almost like flower design printed onto the organza, but it's just such a lovely thing to make sort of backgrounds, or one of the other, Elizabeth did an amazing piece for her down the garden path where she had a graduating sort of purpley and greeny tones in hers. So that was a good find. These ones are made. Got some pieces of felt, which are good again to use like in my project envelopes, etc. These are some more of the furnishing type fabrics. This one's a lovely thick fabric with these beautiful sort of embossed raised polka dots on it. So again, I think that could make some nice little project bags. Some lovely pieces of woven thick sort of canvas type fabric. Again, they'll be great to use sections of, or to craft things out of. More beautiful furnishing fabrics. Just love this one with the leaves on it, and a really good sizable piece. Again, that could make a beautiful project envelope, as well as using sections of it in my slow stitch. And another lovely, almost like a ticking as well, with a beautiful woven design. Some more of that as well. More beautiful woven fabrics. Some more lovely, and this one actually says weaving textile, I guess, on it. Feels like a really beautiful linen fabric in this one. And then there's one in a red colorway, creating. So I'll have to maybe build that into some of my stitchery. This one's interesting in that it's got almost these bits sewn onto it. But again, they'll be fun to use in slow stitch projects. So I was very happy when I found this bucket of goodies, and this one's got a number of other bits of this sort of webbing sewn on. Then there was this very large, and I think it looks like it was probably a tablecloth maybe, but it's such a lovely, beautiful linen. It's absolutely gorgeous. So snaffled that up. And then some more lovely furnishing samples. So on this side, I think, yeah, this is the back, but it's quite a vibrant red, and then the front is more cream with the beautiful red flowers on it. But they will be absolutely lovely to incorporate into pieces. And then this one again got quite the vibrant back on it, but then the more muted creams with the accent of gold and red on the front. So again, that could be great, even just doing little vignettes sort of within the squares. Another lovely woven one. This one's like a beautiful ticking, and it is a lovely linen for that beautiful coolness of linen, but very finely woven. Really lovely, and that's a double-sized piece, so very good size. And this is another big one as well. Got the greens, creams, and sort of pinky reds on it. very finely woven as well. Another one of the linens where it's got the different webbing sewn on it. And this one's got a blue webbing. Now, I was particularly pleased. I've not found anything like this fabric at the Reverse Art Truck before, but a beautiful printed, designed, Paris-inspired fabric. So I was absolutely thrilled to find that. And there was a much bigger piece of it as well, like huge piece, which is great because I do want to do a stitchery project inspired by my travels and places around the world. And so this will be absolutely brilliant for that. So that's a lot of fun. And then some lovely, again, upholstery fabrics. Just trying to work out which the front and the back is. I think that's the front. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. I've had, I think, some smaller samples that had this sort of design on it, but these are quite nice, large pieces. But again, you can just use small sections of the the samples in your work, just kind of adding those into the corner or sides of your pieces. And then another beautiful one. And then this gorgeous tree design is just so lovely. It's woven in. I even like the back of it as well, but yeah, that's beautiful. Really stunning. And then this huge, and I won't even be able to even fit it on camera, but let me just show you how much of the fabric there is. And it is called Designers Guild Yusoku, printed in England. And I looked it up online by the name, and someone was selling 1 yard of this for 140 something Australian dollars. And I don't know how much I've got here, but it's a beautiful, I think it's a cotton duck they call it, and a beautiful weight of fabric, but with these gorgeous flowers on it in the pinks and reds and golds. So yeah, it's a massive piece of fabric. I think it would even make like a huge tablecloth. So I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to do, but I couldn't go past and leave that there. And then I got some vintage patterns. I like to get the ones with fun retro styles on the front. Look how amazing these ones are. Just incredible, those designs. And then they have good storage and other bits and pieces there as well. I got some more of these little, which would have been cosmetic pouches, but I find they're handy to keep things in the craft room, because they open out to be, so they're good to keep like sort of assorted colours of threads in, for example. And again, much rather than buying new plastic, use something and divert it from the waste stream. They've had these there for ages, so I usually take a few each time. And then had some of these boxes within cardboard envelopes, and it is contains a tin, beautiful sort of flat line tin, if I can actually fit it all sort of on. So it's quite a sizable tin, but just very sort of thin. But I thought, again, I could keep little fussy cut pieces of fabric in it. I could even lay out threads in here. So I've got three of those tins as well. So I think that's everything that I got at the Reverse Art Truck. So I'm very, very pleased with today's haul. Some really interesting things and things that I haven't seen there before, and it was great that they had a whole lot of new fabrics out for me to peruse. And she actually, the lady there, she said, "Oh, do you want me to get some more fabrics from the back?" And I said, no, I'm going to be good, just one bag. And by that point the bag was well and truly overflowing. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day or a great evening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.